Welcome to our group video presentation of proxies. Here is our team members. First is our leader Minhil, next is Minhan, next is Tanban, and finally is me. And this is the table of contents of chapter 14. And now, trying to define the five promotion mix tools for communicating customer value. The promotion mix is also called marketing communications mix, which contains five major tools. First, we got advertising, any based from a non-personal presentation and promotion of ideas, goods, and services is an identified sponsor like print, online, and mobile phones. Sales promotion, short-term incentives to encourage the purchase of sale of a product or service like. And next is the personal selling. Personal customer interactions by the firm's sales force for the purpose of engaging customers, making sales, and building customer relationships. And next, we got public relation, we may call BR in short, building good relations with the company's various publics by obtaining favorable publicity, building up a good corporate image, and handling or hitting up unfavorable rumors, stories, and events. And lastly, we got direct and digital marketing, engaging directly and carefully targeted individual customers and customer communities to both obtain an immediate response and build lasting customer relationships. As to the part that we have to discuss the change in communications landscape and the need for integrated marketing communications. Here, we have to understand that the new marketing communications model, the explosive developments in communications technology and changes in marketer and customer communication strategies have had a dramatic impact on marketing communications. Advertisers are now adding a broad selection of more specialized and highly targeted media and content, including online, mobile, and social media to reach smaller customer segments with more personalized, interactive messages since marketing strategies are changing along with customers' different perspectives. As they adopt richer but more fragmented media and promotion mixes to reach their diverse markets, they risk creating a communications hodgepodge for customers. So the need for integrated marketing communication to prevent this, so companies have adopted the concept of integrated marketing and communications, what we call IMC. Guided by an overall IMC strategy, the company works out the role that the various promotional tools and marketing content will play and the extent to which each will be used. It carefully coordinates the promotional activities and the timing of when major campaigns take place and turn into the outline of the communication process and the steps in developing effective marketing communications. So first here, we can see this is a view of communication process. To communicate effectively, marketers need to understand how communication works. Communication involves the 9-element zone. Two of these elements are the major parties in a communication, like the sender and the receiver. Another two are the major communication tools, the message and the media. Four more are major communication. We can tell that functions, encoding and decoding, response, and feedback. The last element is noise in the system. Now, we will explore the steps in developing effective marketing communications. First, we have to identify the target audience, who may be users or potential buyers. Once make the buying decision, or some can influence it, the target audience will heavily affect the communicator's decisions on what they will be said, how it will be said, and it will be said, where it will be said, and who will say it. Next, we will determine the communication objectives. The target audience may be in stages of awareness, knowledge, liking, preference, conviction, and purchase. For example, to ensure that the healthier versions of its old Big G favors sound with success, before introducing the reformulated versions, General Mills restarted 69 colors and 86 flavors, did 98 consumers tastings, completed 301 recipe experiments, and spent more than 140 hours listening to customers about the products. In terms of designing a message contains content structure and format. Regarding the message content has three types of appeals: rational, emotional, and moral. For message structure, the first is whether to draw a conclusion or leave it to the audience. The second message structure issue is whether to present the strongest arguments first or last. The third message structure issue is whether to present a one-sided argument, like mentioning only the broader strengths, or a two-sided argument, like touting the broader strengths while also admitting its shortcomings.
A strong format is also significant for the message. Format include all kind of visualization like text, heading, colors, font for the print advertisement, and additional sound, movement, and bass for television or video advertisement. Every detail are important, so the marketer must consider them carefully. For instance, only the color can make you think of the brand, like red and yellow for McDonald's and blue and white for Twitter. The next step is choosing communication channel and media. There are two broad types of communication channels, which are personal and non-personal. Personal communication channel is when two or more people communicate directly with each other. They can be controlled directly or not directly by the company. The word of mouth influence has great effects in many product areas. Company can put personal communication channel to work for them by creating opinion leaders, supplying them with product on attractive terms, or educating them so that they can inform others. Non-personal communication channel are media that carries message without personal contact or feedback, including major media, atmospheres, and events. The next step is selecting message sources. Selecting the message source also has impact on the message. Highly credible or popular sources are more persuasive. Like pharmaceutical companies want doctors to recommend their products to the patient, and brands usually collaborate with celebrity for better promotion, which is known as celebrity endorsement. But they must choose the spokesperson carefully or it will become the adverse effect. And the last step is collecting feedback. After sending the message, the marketers must collect the feedback from the audience to know whether the message has fully reached to the consumer and do they satisfy with the message and the product. So after planning and sending the message, how can the company know how much money is enough for promotion? The budget for promotion is vary for each company. So let's discuss the next objective, setting the total promotion budget and mix. Here we have the 4 common methods used to set the total budget for advertising that will be discussed in this video. The first method is affordable method, which is setting the promotion budget at the level that management think the company can afford. This method is often used by small business and it underestimates promotion compared to other spending priorities. The second method is percentage of sale, which is setting the promotion budget at a certain percentage of current or forecasted sale, or as a percentage of the unit sale prices. It's simple to use and help management to think about the relationship between promotion spending, selling price, and profit per unit. However, there is still some confusions about this method. The third method is competitive parity method, which is setting the promotion budget to match competitors' outlay. It is believed that competitors' budget represent the wisdom of the industry, and this method helps prevent promotion wars. However, companies know itself the best, and no one can be sure that this method will help prevent promo wars. Last but not least, objective and task method, which is developing the promotion budget by defining the specific promotion objectives, determining the task need to achieve these objectives, and estimating the cost of performing these tasks. The sum of these costs is the proposed promotion budget. It is considered as the most logical budget setting method and also the most difficult method to use. Then, companies within the same industry differ greatly in the design of their promotion mixes. The promotion mix consists of 5 tools. Let's talk about the nature of each promotion tools. First, advertising. Advertising can reach masses of geographically dispersed buyers at a low cost. For instance, 121 million viewers watched the most recent Super Bowl halftime show, so the TV advertising played during this period could be seen by this number of viewers. However, advertising carry only a one-way communication with an audience and cannot be as persuasive as people. Next, personal selling. Personal selling is the most effective in certain stages of the buying process, as salesperson can observe customer needs and characteristics and make quick adjustment, but it's quite costly. For example, US firms spend up to 3 times more on personal selling compared to advertising. Third, sales promotion, which attracts customer attention to dramatize product offers and boost second sales, but the effect is often short-lived. It's not as effective as the two mentioned tools in building long-run brand preference and customer relationship. Fourth, public relation (PR) is believable but is often underused. A well-planned campaign for personal relationship combined with other components of the promotion mix could be very efficient and cost-effective. Then finally, direct marketing is less public and delivered to a certain person. Direct and digital marketing are well suited to highly target marketing effort, creating customer engagement and building one-to-one customer relationship. Then in this slide, we have the definition of push and pull strategy. The example for this is Unilever spend $8 billion worldwide each year on consumer marketing and sales promotion to create brand reference and pull customers into stores that carry its products. At the same time, it uses its own and distributors' sales forces and trade promotion to push its brands through the channel so that they will be available on the store shelf when customers come calling. Then we need to integrate the promotion mix guided by the company overall communication strategy. The various promotion elements should work together to carry the firm's unique brand message and selling points. To achieve an integrated promotion mix, all of the firm functions must cooperate to jointly plan communication effort. And finally, company must socially responsible for marketing communication. There are legal and ethical issues to consider when thinking about marketing communication. Marketers must avoid false or deceptive advertising and must follow rules of fair competition.
Okay, let's talk about chapter 15. We talk about the advertising first. So, I will define the advertising. Advertising is the use of paid media by seller to inform, persuade, and remind buyer about its products or its organizations. Is an important promotion tool for engaging customer and communicating the value that marketer creates for customer. So, advertising takes many forms and has many uses. Although advertising is employed mostly by a business firm, a wide range of not-for-profit organizations, professionals, and social agencies also employ advertising to promote their cause to various target publics. So, let's look at the features. It is about the major advertising decisions. The marketing management must make 4 important decisions when developing an advertising program. Setting advertising objective is the first step. Setting advertising budget is second step. And develop advertising strategy include message decisions and media decisions. Finally, is evaluating advertising effectiveness. So let's talk about the first step. So let's talk about the setting advertising objective. So advertisers should set a clear target, task, and timing objective, whether the aim is to inform, engage, persuade, or remind buyers. So let's talk one by one. So talk about informative advertising. Informative advertising is used heavily when introducing a new product category. In the case, the objective is to build primary demand. So you look at this figure, the tables, it have 8 objective in the informative advertising. Let's take example like iPhone. You see the picture iPhone is first introduced to the users. This is the advertising. So next is ketchup. Hence, as they introduce to the consumer how to use the product. Next, about persuasive advertising. There are 6 objectives in this advertising. Persuasive advertising become more important as competition increase. Some persuasive advertising has become comparative advertising. We can call it as tax advertising, in which a company directly or indirectly compare its brand with one or more other brands. Competitive advertising campaigns often create controversy, many times that the points of using them. Whereas established market leader want to exclude all the brand from the consumer choice set. Challengers want to shake things up and check the brand into the consumer conversations and put themselves on equal footing with the leader. So we take an example between KFC and Lotteria. That KFC slogan is "It's finger licking good," and Lotteria they use the persuasive advertising that "Don't lick the fingers. We have enough chicken for you to eat." So funny, huh? Finally, about the reminder advertising, we have four objectives. So, reminder advertising is an important for major products. It's have to maintain customer relationships and keep consumer thinking about the product. Yeah, so you can see in the billboard, in the example, the billboard of McDonald's that they build across the highway. About they use the strategy to follow the arch that guide the consumer where is the McDonald's restaurant. You just follow the arch. Yep.
Now we move on to setting the advertising budget. So an advertising budget is an estimate of a company promotional expenditure over a certain time period. More importantly, it is the money a company is willing to set aside to complete its marketing objective. So basically, we have four steps. So this first step is data collection and budget or preparation. The advertising budget process starts with assessing the size of the advertising appropriation. In this regard, the management needs to collect the relevant information considering product, packaging, target market, advertising copy. After deciding this product, the factor, the advertising manager determines the amount available for spending. Thereafter, appointment of the firm takes place. So the second step is in this step, the concerned department presents a proposed budget before the company top management or the budget committee for approval. The management or committee, as the case may be, will check the proposed expenditure to achieve the desired sales. So the third step is execution of the budgets. Now it's time to execute the budgets. For this purpose, the advertising manager will keep a watch on spending of the fund. It is necessary to ensure that the use of the fund is as per the approval and also is in economical manner. So finally, the last step is controlling the budget. So the final step in the process of the advertising budgets is control the budget. The main task of the advertising manager is to check whether the actual expenditure match the budget expenditure or not. So there are also some factors that affect advertising budget for a product include stay in the product life cycle, trade frequency, market share, product quality and uniqueness, customer concentration. So on the informative advertising is used when introducing a new product category to build primary demand. Persuasive advertising is important with increased competition to build selective demand. Comparative advertising is when a company compares its brand with other brands. Reminder advertising is important with matter product to help maintain customer relationship and keep customer thinking about the product. So an advertising strategy is the roadmap to with market, communicate and convince the target audience to buy their product or service. So creating the advertising message and brand content and two things need to be considered to develop the advertising strategies is the message content and the advertising media to communicate the message. So marketer needs to make the message content engaging, comprehensive, and it will help to break the clutter. Advertising on different channels could be costly, and if the message is not captivating or relevant, it won't catch the target audience attention. This can result in a huge waste of the company. Marketing can make advertising messages more effective by combining entertainment with brand interaction. So a good example of this is the company Red Bull. Red Bull associates its brand with extreme adventure sport like car racing, rock climbing, and windsurfing, which gives it more a cool image among young people and sport enthusiasts. So another ways to improve advertising messages is to develop content strategies. In today's competitive market, brand messages must be customer-centric. They have to scratch customer itch and provide useful solutions to them. Effective advertising messages will show what kind of value the brand intends to provide to its customers. Advertising strategy also includes selecting the advertising media for the create message. Marketers should choose advertising media based on marketing objectives. So evaluating advertising effectiveness and the return on advertising investment, or we call ROI. So basically, advertising effectiveness refers to the ability of an advertising campaign or strategy to achieve its objectives, such as increasing brand awareness, regenerating sales, or changing consumer attitudes and behavior. Evaluating advertising effectiveness involves measuring the impact of an advertising campaign on the target audience and assessing whether it has achieved its objectives. So here are some key steps to in evaluating advertising effectiveness. Basically, define objective, establish metrics, determine baseline metrics, monitor campaign performance, analyze research, and adjust strategies. Evaluating advertising effectiveness involves measuring the impact of an advertising campaign on the target audience and assessing whether it has achieved its objectives. Here are some.
So, about public relations, we can call this PR. It's used to promote the products, people, place, ID, activities, blah blah blah. You can just name it. Company use PR to build good relationship with consumer, investor, media, and their community. PR can have a strong impact on the public awareness as much lower cost than advertising can. And PR results can sometimes be spectacular, although PR still capture only modest portions of the overall marketing budgets of many firms. It is playing an increasingly important brand building role in the digital mobile and social media age. The line between advertising and PR are becoming more and more blurred. So, PR may include any of all the following functions. First is a press relation or press agencies. It is creating and placing newsworthy information in the news media to attract attention to a person, product, or service. Next is product and brand publicities. It is publishing the specific product and brand. Next, public affair, building and maintaining national and local community relationships. Lobbying. Lobbying is building and maintaining relationship between legislator and government official to influence legislation and regulations. So next, investor relations, maintaining relationships with shareholder and others in finance or community. Finally, is development is working with donor or member of non-profit organizations to gain financial or volunteer support. So let's take an example about PR. You can see in the pictures that is PR strategies from CVS Health. That they build a very high tobacco cigarette in the middle of the center of New York, right in the Central Park, yeah, to raise people awareness about the negative impact of the smoking. And after the strategies, CVS Health stopped selling any product about smoking tobacco. And the result is the strategy is very successful. Yep. Next, about the major public relation tool. Companies use PR to communicate with their publics by setting PR objectives, choosing PR methods and vehicle, implementing the PR plan, and evaluating PR results. To accomplish the goal, PR professionals use several tools, such as news and special events. Special events like CVS Health I just talked about before. So they also prepare written, audiovisual, and corporate identity material, and contribute money and time to public service activities. The internet has also become an increasingly important PR channel, as websites, blogs, and social media are providing interesting new ways to reach more people. So, this is the end of the presentations. Thanks for your listening.